My specialty is something called space environment. There are waves in the sun's subsurface.
Greetings, everyone. Just woke up from a nap, so I've got total bed beard and bedhead. I don't mind. I'm gonna put my hat on, though. My hair's pretty bad. There we go. Problem solved. All hidden. Welcome to Thursday, April 8th, to the latest Lord of the Rings Online stream, where I am going to be continuing the adventures of Telimar the Loremaster as we work our way through Volume 3, Allies of the King. I haven't played my Loremaster for one of these sessions in a little bit. 8 or 10 days, something like that. We've done a couple of other sessions with my brother, but as of this week, my brother is no longer going to be joining me for the Mondays and Thursday night sessions that we've been doing over the winter because they're into good weather now, which means he's out doing t-ball and soccer with his son and staying light till 9 o'clock, and they've got a ranch, so they're out with the kids every night. So he and I may be playing some impromptu Lord of the Rings Online sessions in the future, but it's been this way for years. He often gets, 4 or 5 months of playtime during the winter, but then once the spring and summer months hits, he's got to scale back down. Plus, he's doing lots of work on Project Drummond right now, so. Got my Earl Grey tea. Last night, we did a brainstorming session for Project Drummond for the adventure game, point-and-click adventure game component. That video is going live on YouTube tomorrow. If you didn't check out this morning's video, make sure to check it out. We did a novel update this morning. In the meantime, let's dive in. Radanir.
We will travel to Zudragun together, and at once.
Well, before we do that, let me... Did I get anything cool? No. I don't care about scrolls at this point. But I should check. What am I leveling right now? Wisdom. We'll keep doing that one. Alright, travel now.
Once more we put our trust in Ergathorn and travel with utmost haste to Zudragund. Will we find there a band of Uruks, as he says, or a time-wasting detour?
That's a good question. Alright, all those volumes look pretty good. We are here, and not much behind the Uruks, if that is their foul stench I sense on the air. The other rangers who came with us will approach from the other slope, and we will rejoin them when we have scoured the heights. For now, let us continue and defeat whatever Uruks have stayed behind to defend their way back down the mountain. Let's do it, Radanir. Alright, get comfy here. Alright, first batch down. Who's there? I can hear you sneaking about. Make your way further up the mountain and found Candith on the way. I suppose I better actually take the long way so I don't accidentally miss anything. What do you think the boss wants with him? There's Candith up ahead. There are Uruks further up the mountain. I have heard some of their talk, and they call themselves the Grishkuk. Their leader is called Nurzumgrat. Nurzumgrat, yes. And it sounds like he's come to the summit. We must fight through these Uruks, Telimar. Woo, hello. There's a great troll ahead. Keep climbing the path and defeat it while you do what, Candith? Pick your nose. There's Halros. Tú tampoco. Ay, flojos. Defender of the span. Well, guess what? Oh, maybe you can. Shiznizzle. Apparently, it won't let you get behind him. And then he boots you off the bridge. Alright, well, we made it past the troll. Telimar, this way! The Uruks are at the summit. We have to do something and quickly. This way to Zudrubund. Uh-oh. They're threatening Frithgear, excuse me. rangers to slay. What a pleasing day this has become. Ooh, he disarmed me. That's interesting. Go, Scratch, go! Who's next? Nosumgrat, I would imagine. Uruks! Nar! Uruks! Let me get my ox! Crazy old dwarf. He's gonna come out here in a minute. Alright, where's Nar? This will be an easy fight, because we're gonna sick my pets on him. Bye-bye. And Nar comes out right as we defeat them. That's too good. I'm ready! Ah, that's how you would slay an Uruk. But where's Thrain? He would want the honor of defeating the leader of the band, and it was wrong of us to deprive him of it. Well, his brain's still a little addled. I will be well enough after a short rest, Telimar. Help me to my feet and inside Zudrugund. Whoops. I didn't get a chance to read the dialogue. No.
Once again, Aragorn has saved us a great deal of trouble.
Ooh, a candelabrum for the house, for the guild house. Woohoo! That's a thin furniture. Very nice. All right. Once again, Aragorn has saved us a great deal of trouble. Why do I not feel more relieved by this?
Before the attack, Nar became very agitated, and no words would calm him.
He moved from shelf to shelf in a certain section of the library, and in his agitated state I could not even get his attention. I will point out to you these shelves. Perhaps this time you will find some relevant information that will help us get to the bottom of our mysterious dwarf. They're on the upper level, on the north side of the library. Alright. North side of the library, which is going to be this side. Voila. Oh. You found some pages which have been hastily torn from a larger volume, perhaps a diary or a record of events, and seem to be only a few years old. Surprisingly cold for March. Our friend the ranger came by again today, and we spoke for a time about the situation in the north. His chief is on some errand to Mirkwood, but it would seem to me that Tugon knows little of it as well. Nar has been in high spirits lately. I think he likes receiving visitors, though he does not always recognize them for who they are. Still, it seems to me he enjoys the company. He does spend a great deal of time in the mine. I can only accompany him occasionally, but there are only so many times I can see Thror's stone house standing empty before the melancholy is too much. Nar sees it as it was, I think, and so I am content to let him visit by himself. These periods give me time to write in my book, which is fine by this dwarf. I think tomorrow I'll walk down to the coombe and see about picking more of the herbs that I have read about. Perhaps I will make that brew after all. It will be nice to have Nar to talk to again. He found a stack of loose papers yellowed with age, which seemed to have been placed back onto the shelf randomly, with no regard for keeping them in order. And in the last month, a great number of the supports have fallen, giving rise to much concern among the dwarves who are stalls and Zigulhabal. A dozen of our stonemasons were directed to repair the supports, and trade should resume shortly. With these stonemasons, want several wagons of material, chiefly unearthed stone, but also a number of fine gems, a gift to the dwarves at Keckle. We will see how hot they burn their forges, and if they can work the gemstones into their craft as well as we are able. Judging from the state of the next page, it is even older, and only a few words can still be read. Time we lost one of our own in the forbidden halls. They should seal it away and forget it was ever delved. We found a book of which the cover is missing, as are many of the pages, but it has been recently read and was clearly put back carelessly. But the beast returned, and the walls all around shook with the sound of its fury. The doors were barred, but the bars bent with each mighty crash of the creature's bulk, and cracks began to appear along their lengths. "We must return its youngling," cried Seller over the din, and he leapt forward, knocking aside the warriors that braced the door with their bodies. The first bar gone, and then the second. "No, Seller!" they shouted, but it was too late. The third bar fell to the floor, and Seller threw open the door. Old Stonetooth was through the doorway in seconds. Seller was trampled underfoot, along with many good dwarves that spoke against the capture of Pebblewort. It availed him nothing in the end. Stonetooth thundered down the length of the hall, braying for her young, and then an answering bleat drew her down side passages and deep stairways, the flagstones cracking beneath her great weight. The dwarves freed Pebblewort from his cage, and many of them ran. Those that witnessed the reunion of mother and child did not survive to tell of it, but the next day when the dwarves ventured back to these broken halls, all was empty. Old Stonewort and Pebblewort were never seen in these caves again, and none knew where they went. But it is still said today, when the earth shakes, that Pebblewort is running beneath the mountains, expressing joy at his freedom, carving great channels in the walls of the deepest caves with his golden horn. So it sounds like the dwarves captured some dragons years ago and kept them captive. Tell me more, Nar, if you can remember.
Oh, that was quite a battle, was it not?
It has been a long time since Uruks dared to show their faces here. I must tell Thror when he comes back.
do not know what interest Nar could have in these topics.
A list of repairs at a dwarf hold in the White Mountains, a page from Fichte's journey, and the story of some beast? Likely more tale than true? I can think of no common thread to tie these together, just as I could not the last time we tried to make sense of the dwarf's curious behavior. Return to Halbarad and tell him that, for now, Zudragon is safe from the Urex. You should be able to find him on the western side of Lanek. Alright. And I don't know what is on my glasses. You know what it probably is? It's probably the Neosporin from my fingers, since I got the burns. I accidentally smeared some on the glass, and it's really a pain in the butt to get off. I keep thinking they're clean until I put them on, and then it's like, no, they're blurry. I think I finally got it. Alright. I'm actually just going to recall. Oh, it looks like Nathan Napalm just did a tweet about EverQuest 2 progression server, a new one. I'm not doing it this time.
I have bad news.
Gonna resist.
We have found Ergothorn.
Ergothorn's dead.
He is dead.
That's not good.
One of the scouts of the Occluth found Ergothorn's body this morning.
Hidden behind a fall of rocks on the southern edge of the Coon. I think he was ambushed from hiding as Wadu was, though it is strange he was not slain by sword, arrow, or bolt. He was killed by hand, the life choked out of him. For now, his body is being kept in the Hall of Making to the northeast. You should examine the body to see if you can learn anything more of his fate. Alright, I'm loving the fact that I'm getting housing items. That is so cool. Just as an FYI. Because I'm going to be decorating the guild hall later tonight. Is this not the right place? Oh, he said Hall of Makers, didn't he? That's the crafting hall. It is as Halbar described. The man is wearing armor of Gondor and has no sword wounds on his body, but he is dead. You notice a scrap of parchment clutched in one hand, which you pry loose and read. To the Rangers. The dwarf has already told your foe much, and I feel that it will be enough to endanger not just your errand, but the delicate situation in Dunland as well. Things are not as he thought they were, but they soon will be. He has been slowed by his uncertainty concerning the errand of your company, but not stopped. Though they who swore the oath to Isildur at Eric, you know of them and of their home beneath the Dwimmerberg, but you do not know that some number of them sought to flee their curse and came to hide in a place called the Forsaken Road, among the Lich Bluffs. If they could be made to fulfill their oath to your chieftain's forebear, all might not be lost. Not all remember the old ways, but I do. For Ithil that was lost, and for all else that was forgotten, I remain. Ergothorn. That right there is a perfect example of why I love this game. The quality of the writing in Lord of the Rings Online is just phenomenal when it comes to these epic quests, even though I botch it with my reading occasionally.
He was unable to deliver that letter in life. He has done so in death.
I know not who set upon him in the wilderness, far from safety, but I believe it is the foe of which he speaks, or an agent of that enemy. I believe now that Ergothorn's enemy is our enemy as well. But now at last it becomes clear. Whoever killed Ergothorn can move stealthily and strike without warning, but chooses to use neither sword nor bow. If this mysterious foe can move about without the knowledge of his prey, he may have overheard our conversations. If he too speaks with Gnar, that could be the source of the dwarf's information, but twisted into a form unbeknownst to Gnar himself. And it comes back to the Oathbreakers then. Is Aragorn right? Could they be compelled to fulfill their oath? If we can learn that this is possible within the Great Forsaken Road, it will be a boon for Aragorn. Speak to Radonir at our campsite in the grove of trees east of Lanark. Tell him that I want this investigated. Yes, sir.
Halberon's wishes are my own as well.
We will walk the Forsaken Road and see what lies within.
We must learn if Aragorn can compel the Oathbreakers to fulfill their oath.
They traveled through the trackless wilderness, seeking to escape the curse, and came at least to the lake bluffs at last, Did they find what they sought? Did they come to realize there was no escaping their curse? I do not know. But if we can find the Forsaken Road where this group finally remained, we may learn something to our advantage. We may learn if Aragorn can compel them to fulfill their oath. I have spoken with Rod, the scout who found Aragorn's body. He knows where the entrance to the Forsaken Road is, and will show us the way. Talk to me when you are ready, and I will assemble a group of rangers to investigate.
Are you ready to depart for the Forsaken Road?
I can't wait to get back to the guild house tonight and
We have
see
come to
some of
walk
these
the Forsaken Road.
new goodies.
But a group of Oathbreakers sought to escape their curse. Is it possible that Aragorn might compel them to fulfill their oath? We seek to learn if it is so.
This is an evil place, Telimar, and the dread of it lies like a cloud upon my limbs, and so cold. I should think I would never be warm again. This is a place of the dead, kept by them throughout the long years. Well, they rally to Aragorn's cause. We must learn if it be so. Hold, there is a presence here. I don't need to burn one of those quite yet. Show yourself. Who dares disturb this place? Who dares venture where only the dead may walk? The living may not pass. This road is not for you. Turn back while you still have the power to do so. Halberad. God, what a set of balls he's got. Truly, he is a Dunedain. Stay on your guard, Telimar. These men are without honor. We are here to listen to their words, but we must remain cautious. Turn that off so we can actually see his text. We are not to be trifled with, Mjolnir. cannot defeat me. Oh, we're doing another round. Alright. You fight passing well for a child. Britu will want to speak with you. Britu always wants to speak with those who brave this road. Keep the chasm on your right, and you will find him. Oh, that's the chasm. It was unwise of you to come here, Warmbloods. This place belongs to the dead who do not rest, and all your kind who stray here perish. Alright, so probably gotta go back to Candith. Oh, no, he came. Cool. This seems to me a good sign, Telimar. If the Oathbreakers will fulfill their oath to Isildur, we will command an army the like of which has never been seen in Middle-earth. Surely victory will not be far behind. Treachery! Really, how many of these undead are they going to throw at me? This is somewhat annoying. Ooh, Candace taking a little bit of a... He's got the ring. He's gonna bluff. The Ring of Barahir, heirloom of Isildur's line. Nicely done, Candace. Although, not entirely true. You are betrayed. You must escape the... Did he kill Candace? No frickin' way. Run back. It says run back. I can't believe Candace died. Not cool. What has happened? All of a sudden the Oathbreakers fell upon us, and we have only driven them off for the moment. We must get out of here. Where is Kenneth? I have not seen him. Stop! We have to wait for Candace. That's not good. Man, I'm like upset. That's... I mean, Candace's been with us since Weathertop. I mean, months we've been journeying with him. When did Tolkien become George R. R. Martin? Not that Tolkien wrote this, but yeah.
We knew there would be hardship on our road, but to happen so soon. Go to Coroner and tell him we are done with Sudrugund and done with Nar.
It is time we made ready to leave once again, and I want every ranger ready to depart. We have lost too many of our number to foolish detours. Enough! We ride at first light. I do not care what Nar may know or of what Aragorn was afraid. I thought that we could attain some secret, some new wisdom that would be of use to Aragorn when we came at last to him in Rohan, but I was wrong. There is no secret weapon, no easy victory. Okay, I'm gonna get some nice looking shoulder pads. Stat-wise, they're very nice looking anyway. Alright, time to make that long road, or long ride, I should say, back to Zudrugund. Where I'm at with woodworker. Birch is the wood I need, so I haven't gotten into birch yet. I forgot that Looking for More podcast was on today. I was supposed to go listen to that. I'll have to catch it after the fact. And that's my fault for not tuning in, because I literally woke up from a nap and went, I feel refreshed. Got all my work done for the day. I'm going to go play Lotro for a little bit. And because I'm playing Lotro, I forgot to tune in to their podcast. They're still going, I think. I'm going to tune in real quick just to see.
I
MMO.
remember that one. Yeah.
Someone bought like a moon for.
I'm getting attacked. Wait, that's not the right place. I gotta go up one more. You're welcome, Arthur. Thanks so much for the compliment. I'll actually pause and type that reply as well. But I gotta stop, otherwise I'll fall off the cliff from not paying attention. Alright. Let's see what Quarternote has to say.
I will follow Alvarad's orders, but I will not leave until I have some answers.
After the disaster of the Forsaken Road, I strode to the comb and collected the ingredients for that strange-smelling brew. Kibber Louise, Nisham Mujdu, and Huel Hurs. Frigrith, bah. See, that's what happens when I try to pronounce these weird words. Frithgir did not want to, but at the end I gave him no choice, and he has brewed the drink and given it to Na. Hurry, go to Na now and ask him, once again, how he knows of the Oathbreakers. Ask him how he knows the words of Elrond concerning the paths of the dead. Ask him why my friends are dead. Coroner is not happy. The distant expression that Nar usually wears has been replaced with a shrewd glare. He is still under the effect of the strange-smelling brew, but that clarity may not last long.
I cannot believe this. We have played right into Saruman's hands.
The traitor Saruman has been influencing our errand without our knowledge. This stage of our journey, this investigation into the mystery posed by Nar is over. Halbarad is right. The next stage of our journey will take us south into Dunland, likely towards war and danger, right beneath the shadow of our enemy, but it does not matter. What matters is that we journey. For good or ill, the Grey Company will continue on its road. This detour means our enemy knows we are coming. We must hope he does not know why, but if he does, perhaps that knowledge will cause him to make a mistake, to make some error he will regret. Our friends have perished. Our hope for the future must not die with them. The Great Company will ride again, and soon. You will come with us, if you still wish to. I would not blame you for changing your mind, for the road will be hard.
It is true. We don't know what we will find as we ride south. I look out over these lone lands and wonder what will happen to them when we have gone. But this is something we must do. Each of us has sworn an oath to Aragorn our chieftain, and none of us will break that oath. We know the risks. None of us would join the Grey Company if we felt its errand was not important enough to brave those risks. For my part, I will not give in to fear of the unknown. We all have our role to play, and I hope only that when I have played mine, the world will have been better for my having been in it.
God, what a speech. Give me goosebumps. That was... What book quest was that? Chapter 11. Loading, please wait. That was... Volume 3, Book 3. No, that's not it.
We have delayed too long already. I am ready to go.
Yeah, it was. Okay. Return to Halbarad with Lanark, and we will discuss how best to proceed south into Dunland. We will leave this place behind, and none too soon. If we had left earlier, we could have left with Candith and my fallen brothers, and not without them. Too bad my recall is down. Alright, where are we at? I'm gonna spend a mithril coin. I don't want to run all the way back. I'm lazy. Alright, he's gathered the ranges.
Coronir is right. This delay has been costly.
If what you say is true, and Saruman does know of our errand, we travel from hardship into even greater peril. And yet we must not despair or turn from our road, or our brethren will fall fallen for naught. Halbrand sighs, his brows creased with worry. There are 2 paths we could take into Dunland, and I propose we split into smaller groups and travel each of these paths, less likely to be noticed as we cross into Dunland. Prestidir and Bregiar have scouted our options. Speak with them to hear of the 2 roads we might use to enter Dunland.
The Bone Vales are dusty and barren, and its people are tough, like coffin nails.
Few souls in the Bone Vales, few eyes to watch our passage.
Trumdrang is a forested land, where shadows pool in the hollows between the hills.
As I scouted ahead, I saw emblems and totems of a horned stag, but few people. They are likely to be on the edge of conflicts in Dunland, or if it be by their choice or by necessity, I do not know. You are welcome with my troop into Trumdrang, Telimar. I like Bragiar's route. I don't want to do dusty, nasty desert. I want to do like forest region.
Which road do you wish to take into Dunland? Each will have its dangers.
Bragiar, please.
I welcome you into the group that will travel into Trumdrang, the land of the stag.
Let us be off at once. Alright, so we have that quest. Now, this is going to be the cutoff point for the stream, ladies and gentlemen, because I want to make sure that we start book 4 fresh. Probably not tomorrow, possibly Saturday morning. We'll be continuing the journey of Telimar the Loremaster, but it is it's about 5:45 here, and I got to go get some Project Drummond work done tonight. I'm working on the core rulebooks, so I got to get some more stuff written there. If you haven't already done so, make sure to subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon so that you can get updates as we continue to move along with all the different projects that we're doing. And thanks so much for tuning in. If you watch this live, or if you're catching it later on down the pipeline, that's good as well. Don't forget to check the links below to join us over in Discord. Follow along over on TikTok for the daily updates on Project Drummond work, and I will see everybody in the next episode.